What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Moneyline Media. We got an awesome interview with cornerback out of University of Charleston, Jeremy Bell. As you see again, I am by myself tonight, so hang in there with me. Hopefully, it'll be an awesome interview. He's a great guy working his butt off. NFL draft prospects. He's about to join us right now. Hey, Jeremy, how you doing, man?
How are you?
Good. Thanks for joining, man. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. All right, I want to get started. I want to start back when you first picked up a football. Tell me how you got into football in the first place.
All right, so when I was a kid, me and my dad used to always go outside and toss football around, and I kind of just always like throwing the football with my dad. And as I got older, as a little kid, I wanted to start playing, and my parents were big on academics, so one of the important things was developing a good academic foundation. So they say, if I continue to have good grades, I can start playing in fifth grade, and so I did, and I started playing with the Ackworth Warriors, which was like like the little league type of deal, and kind of
Nice.
just game once I started playing.
That's awesome. It's a little bit of incentive for you then to keep your grades up. Your parents did a smart thing. So
Definitely.
now I have to ask, how does a boy from Georgia end up at the University of Charleston?
So it's actually a pretty interesting story. So I first started off at Lenore Ryan University.
Gotcha. Yep.
I spent a year and a half there. That's in North Carolina. And during that time, that was like my first time freedom. My parents are pastors, so that was my first time out of the house and
Gotcha.
kind of living my life. So kind of dipping, dabbing some things, and found myself in a little bit of trouble. And so I ended up leaving that school, and after a year and a half being there, so I spent 2 years out of school just kind of refocusing my life and getting back into the things of God and really getting back to the foundation that my parents had raised or brought me up in. And I sent a workout tape out to some schools, and Charleston was on the list of schools. And they reached out to me and liked my film, and they knew my situation with my grades, and they were willing to make an exception to bring me in, and trying to be
Awesome.
a great fit.
Awesome. Do you feel like the University of Charleston really changed your life, kind of, in a way?
It did, it gave me a second chance because I remember sitting at home with my parents, and I was like, guys, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get another chance to play football, and so I might have to just go back to school and just get my degree and really get into the work world. But I was like, before that, let's just give it one last shot. And when they reached out to me and told me that they were interested and gave me an opportunity, I made sure to make the most of it. I just graduated in December, cum laude, and got
Congratulations.
thank you. Got a chance to play college football. So they really gave me a chance to pursue all my dreams that I had when I was younger.
Awesome. What's your favorite memory from the University of Charleston? Anything stick out in mind?
One of my favorites would probably have to be when we played Valparaiso. It was a Division I school in Indiana, and interesting, we got on the bus. I think it was Friday, and we were driving out there, and the bus broke down. One of the offensive bus broke down about 2.5 hours into the trip, so we had to wait another two and a half hours at a rest stop for that bus to come. So we were kind of backtracking on time. It was about a 10-hour drive, but we made it there and we won that game. And I had two interceptions that game, and so that's probably one of my favorite memories there.
First Division I win in school history, too, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. That's awesome. What was the feeling in the locker room after that?
Oh, we were so excited. That whole week we just felt like, this was the opportunity for us to showcase that, we can compete with anybody. We had a really talented team, and, the coach just came with a great game plan, and we all bought in. So we got back in the locker room, and we were hyped up the whole trip back home.
Awesome. So, what got you started on being a cornerback? Cornerback is probably out of all the positions I would not want to play. That's number one because some of those wide receivers are freaks, man. What got you into becoming a cornerback?
So my senior year of high school, I was playing receiver, and I had broke the scaphoid bone in my wrist in about the third game of the season. And I went to the doctor, and they were saying that I need to have surgery, and my season was over. And we talked and said, "Is there anything I could do to finish my senior season. And they say, you can put a cast on there, but you're just going to have a surgery at some point. So I went on, put the cast on, and the only way I could play was to play defense because my fingers were basically covered in the cast. And ever since then, I kind of just fell in love with the position and just stuck with it. And it's been a good fit for me so far.
So you were able to go to the Tropical Bowl this year, kind of show off your talents to a bunch of NFL scouts. What was the Tropical Bowl like for you?
Well, Tropical Bowl was an amazing experience. Mike Cordy and their staff, they came up with just, a great plan to take care of all the athletes, especially in this COVID. And, it was awesome to be able to be in front of scouts. And for me, being a D2 kid, this was my opportunity to showcase that I can play at a higher level of competition. There was a lot of talented players from various division schools out there. And I felt I was able to showcase versatility. I got a chance to line up at corner and nickel, a little bit of safety, special teams. So I showed that, I can contribute in all aspects of the game for the scouts and different teams.
Awesome. You are kind of seen as one of the sleepers in the draft. What's that title like for you as a Division II school to be kind of Division II kid to kind of be told that you are like a diamond in the rough? What's that like?
It's special. I feel like I've had a great support system. I've worked hard for things, and God has blessed me to be in this position. And so, I just take advantage of opportunities and hope that when it's all said and done, I can use my story to be able to motivate another small school kids to believe that they can make it to the next level.
Why do you feel like small school kids don't kind of get the respect they deserve? And why is it important for NFL teams to continue to look outside of just those big Division I schools?
I think everybody has different stories, and of course, you're always going to look at your top schools, your SEC schools, and big Power 5 schools because those are tremendous athletes out there. And I think when you look at smaller schools, you just have to really assess the player and their skill set and see what they can bring because they may not, play on TV at Saturdays at 12 and 7 p.m., but they may possess the same skill set that kid at a bigger school may have. And so I think it's just important to check out the techniques and the skill sets that they provide and see how it can translate to your scheme and your fit for your team.
Awesome. At the Tropical Bowl, you said you went against a bunch of Division I guys. I know a couple of guys that were down there. Who was the toughest one to guard while you were down there?
I think it was great competition all around. One of the guys that I'm actually training with out here at performance team with the Tropical Bowl in 12, Myron Mitchell, my UAB, he was a really good player to go against 1-2 routes. And so we competed hard throughout the whole weekend.
Awesome. Any cornerback that you in the NFL today or past in the NFL that you kind of model your style after?
So there are two that I like to watch for various reasons. I like watching Stephon Gilmore and Jaden Howard. And the reason why collectively they're both good at, Stephon Gilmore, he's very patient in his game plan. And you can see it in his press coverage and his off coverage, his own coverage. You can see the patience. He really takes the time to, diagnose the play and to react. And then Jaden Howard, he's just got a tremendous ability to be around the ball, and he really creates turnovers and plays the ball very well regardless of where he's at on the field. And so those two things I try to mix into my game.
Awesome. Now you said you played a little bit of safety at the Tropical Bowl. What was that like for you?
No, it was fun. I think being able to show versatility helps you out, especially being a small school kid. It also helps the defensive coordinator when you're trying to find players from the field. The more distance you can play, keeps you on the field long, and also allows the coach should be more versatile in the play calling. So I think it shows that, if I need to get down and run support, I can. And if I need to stretch in the field, I can. And so I think that just helps promote myself when it comes to drafting players.
For sure. For someone who, unfortunately, due to COVID, you did not have a season this year, correct? I'm right? I just want to make, yeah, okay, good. How important was the CGS College Gridiron Showcase and the Tropical Bowl for you to show off what they might have missed this year?
Oh, they were huge. I talked about the perks of being at the Tropical Bowl and Mike Corey and his staff and all the staff that they had out there. And at the CGS, you have Mike Littleman and you had Jose Jefferson. They hosted another amazing event out there, and they had tons of scouts as well, and we had interviews also. And I think collectively, those are both amazing opportunities for me and for all the players that were able to come both of them to be able to get, close up and personally with the scouts, especially with, COVID and not always allowing all those opportunities. I mean, these opportunities that help set us apart, I feel like, as players in general. So I'm thankful for both of those opportunities, and I'm sure every other player out there will as well.
We just brought up COVID. What has it been like for you training during COVID, getting ready for the draft? How is it different than, I mean, obviously it's different than having a season, but how else is it different for you?
So going into what would have been our fall season, it was interesting because our season got canceled late, and instead we had to just do what we would have done in the spring and the fall. But we stayed focused and just kept training and working hard. And then after that, once I had prepared for the draft, I've been fortunate where I'm training at Boost Performance in Nashville, Tennessee. Jordan Lolan, who's the director there, he's put up a great game plan for us. He's got a great group of guys that brought into the training, so we're all staying safe, and we're allowed to get COVID testing, rapid COVID testing every week, so it helps us keep track of the players. So if anybody does end up catching COVID, we're able to kind of isolate them before anybody else gets affected by it.
Awesome. Now, we just talked a little bit about your training during COVID. What is something that you've been especially working on pre-draft to either improve on or just get better at in general?
For me, I want to show that I'm a top guy in every category because, they've seen what I can do on the field. And so now it's me showing that, being a D2 kid, I'm just as fast, if not faster, just as strong, if not stronger than all the Division I prospects that they're looking at. So I just plan to go out there and show balance all around, that I'm strong in every category.
Jeremy, you brought up what an important part of your life your parents are. I got to ask, who is the crazier fan at the games? Like, who is the one that you have to either, like, is it your mom that you have to cover her eyes, or is it your dad just going in on the referee? Who's the crazier fan?
It's actually funny. My parents are pretty chill when it comes to games. They're pretty like, it's my aunt. She's the real hype.
What is a crazy memory you have of your aunt at one of your games? That'd be I gotta get that.
So actually, it's funny. The craziest one I actually have isn't even related to football. I was playing basketball.
Oh, okay.
in middle school, and the quarter was winding down. I flung up a half-court shot, and we were like way over the backboard. And my aunt was like, "No, Juju, that's not it."
Awesome. All right. So for the NFL team that drafts you, signs you, whatever way you get there, what is it important for them to know about you? Like, what are they getting as a player?
They're getting somebody that's going to work hard. They're getting somebody that perseveres, is going to weather the storm. And I say that because I spent 2 years outside of school working my best to get back in school and stay focused, never lost track, kept pursuing my dream, not knowing if I was going to get an opportunity. And so that translates to you'll have a player that's going to buy into the program and be willing to do whatever it takes to see our team succeed.
Awesome. Any team is going to be lucky if they get you, for sure. So we play this game with all of our guests. It's called Steady Fire. We call it steady because you don't need to go so fast. Just fun questions, some interactions that fans might not get with the regular interviews. So I'll start off. What is your favorite home-cooked meal?
Favorite home-cooked meal? Wow, that's actually tough. My mom makes a lot of good meals. I always like, she always makes a good roast with the black beans and rice. Okay. So that's something I can always be happy with.
Awesome. Okay. If you could have any superpower, what superpower would you want?
I want to be a swimmer in the water. And actually breathe underwater.
Oh, gotcha. Like there is like Aquaman.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Is he your favorite superhero? Do you have a superhero? Are you a superhero guy?
Not really a big superhero guy, no. All superheroes are pretty cool, but I don't necessarily know I have a favorite one.
Gotcha. What is your guilty pleasure?
I got a tough weekend, so sometimes I got a big addiction to donuts.
Donuts. Any particular donuts? Like, Is it a Dunkin' Donut, like a chocolate glazed? What's your favorite?
Okay, so actually, I like the little Edelman donuts with the little crumbs on the top.
Okay.
Those, yeah, sometimes I'll just buy the package, just those, and
Okay. All right. Awesome. What has been the coolest place that you've gotten to visit in your football travels?
coolest place I've gone to visit in football. Um, you know, that's tough. When I was younger, I played on the USA football team, and we went to Austin, Texas, and there was a team different Sweden. So that was kind of cool to connect with players from across the country that were, interested in the same sports that we were playing and kind of learn about their culture, some but also enjoying the game. So that was a fun experience, and Austin was really nice area as well.
Austin was awesome. Awesome. Do you have a favorite team that you rooted for growing up? Figure you're a Georgia guy. Is it the Falcons?
No, actually, it's not. I was always rooting for the Patriots.
Oh no. No, you had me up until there, Jeremy. I'm a Jets fan, so I'm
Okay,
it's
yeah.
but my sister's a big Patriots fan, so it's
Okay.
but any particular player other than Steph, I know Stephon Gilmore is someone that you love. Any player that you particularly rooted for you when rooting for the Patriots?
When I was all time growing up, Blanc was always a fun player to have
Yep.
watched. But my former teammate, Kyle Douglas, there this year,
Oh
so
yeah.
I him a lot and watched him succeed as a rookie this year. So that was very cool to see, especially having played with him before.
I was gonna say you kind of fit the mold of a Belichick guy. You have that
Yeah.
good guy, someone that he would want on his team, and he's the best of all time. So that's something to be said. All right, favorite non-football play, like professional athlete. So someone that you root for that doesn't play football could be like LeBron James, whoever.
Someone I root for that doesn't play football. Hmm. There's a lot of great, role model athletes out there in general, and I think LeBron is probably a great one to choose.
Yeah,
Considering that just all that he does not only on the court but for the community and for just helping just people thrive and be better. With the school that he opened, helping people get that get that education.
right.
He's a great role model as just a person and an athlete. So
That's true. He is, and what he, like you mentioned, what he did for that school up in Akron is pretty incredible. Um, who is your dream quarterback to intercept a catch from?
dream quarterback in such a catch. I think almost probably any corner will probably say Tom Brady just because he's the GOAT.
Yep,
It's if you can get an interception off of him, you have to work pretty hard for that.
for sure, for sure. Um, who would you love to guard? What wide receiver would you love to guard?
Now there are a lot of great wide receivers in the league that all are like amazing. You watch them and you see some type of highlight on them every week. But one of the ones would probably be Devontae Adams.
Yeah,
I think just his ability to play inside, outside, his releases, his route running. He's one of the most complete receivers in the league, if not maybe the best receiver in the league right now. So, he'd be a great matchup to go against.
yeah, yeah. He carried my fantasy team this year, so he's got a lot of respect from me.
Yeah.
Uh, um, if you didn't play football, what would your second career be? Like, what would you like to do?
I didn't play football. What I like to do. I know my ultimate goal in life is to open a zoo.
A zoo.
That's my ultimate goal.
Not like a Joe Exotic zoo, right? Not like Tiger King zoo, like a
I do want an exotic zoo, but not his type of exotic.
no, definitely not. Awesome. Favorite animal now. We got to talk.
So I like the white owls.
Okay.
That's probably my favorite animal, honestly.
Awesome. Do you have a favorite zoo that you've gone to visit?
The best zoo I've been to so far, I haven't been to a lot of zoos. I've been to a few. I try to check when I do go out and travel different states. I try to check out some different zoos. But I like the one I think I went to the zoo in was Miami. That one was a really nice zoo.
When you come up to New York, hopefully you're a Jet or a Giant, and you can check out the Bronx Zoo. Bronx Zoo is a lot of fun too. It's big.
I've heard. So yeah, that's definitely on the list.
Awesome. All right. if you lost every single game in college, but you played one team every year and you crushed them, what team would you want that to be?
It would probably be Notre Dame College because they won our conference the past 2 years, so they've been the champ. So that's the team to beat right now.
Awesome. Yeah, it's typically a rival that we hear from that. It's like always the rivalry. To be like, yeah, no, we're gonna crush them if I have the chance. I could lose every game, but if I crush them, that's the important thing. Right. Favorite non-professional, non-football professional team. So like MLB, NBA, any team that you root for?
I don't necessarily have a favorite. I kind of just outside of football, I kind of just support all the different sports. Just enjoy the game.
Yeah. You're more of an athlete guy than like a team.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. If I gave you $1 million, which I don't have, this is all hypothetical. If I gave you $1 million, but you had a half hour to spend it, how would you spend it?
I guess the first part, I need to make sure I pay my tithes.
Okay.
I would take care of that. And then I don't know, I'll just make sure that, I give back to, first make sure my family and everybody was good and, bless them for always being blessed to me and take care of myself and then, see wherever else God wants me to use that money.
Awesome. That's a great answer. I'm sorry, wrong. Just say I put you on a desert island. You could bring one book, one movie, and one music album. What are you bringing? What?
And I'm by myself?
You're by yourself.
All right. I'm not sure of the book. I was going to say I've been reading this book called The Fine Art of Small Talk, but if I'm by myself, I won't have anybody to have small talk with.
No. You'd have to like make a friend like Wilson in Castaway. That's that.
But I don't know. I might I was reading the 48 Laws of Power. I never finished that one, so maybe I bring that one. It's a pretty big book, so
yeah.
Movie wise, I'm not a big movie guy.
Okay.
So I don't know that I necessarily have a movie that would be a go-to movie. Maybe White Chick. That's always kind of funny.
That's a great movie. That is a good one to say.
And then music-wise, that's tough. I like a lot of different music. But if I had to pick an artist that I'd probably pick a Switchfoot album because I've always liked music. So.
Just because we were just bringing up music, what is your pregame pump-up song? Do you have one?
I don't have one set one. I go through like a lot of different music. I like my pop music a little bit. I like a little bit of rap, a little bit of rock. I try to balance them all out and just depend on the day what songs are getting me hyped up more. Just depends.
Any guilty pleasure music?
I don't know. I necessarily have any. I get caught up in the song, especially if I'm driving. I'll really get caught up in the music.
Gotcha. So no High School Musical or anything like that on your albums. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was your favorite music artist? Do you have one, or just like you said, lots?
Yeah, I don't think I need to have this one favorite that is this has to be. That's kind of like a lot of the ones. It depends on sometimes like what I'm in the mood for.
Who are you most likely looking forward to meeting in the NFL? Is there like one NFL guy that you're like, man, I can't wait to meet him. He's a legend.
I think when you look at those guys, especially those people that we watched growing up as kids, it's gonna be cool to be able to meet them and say, I got a chance to play against them. Or be able to take a picture with them after the game. So I think there's a lot of different players just out there that you would love to be, say that you played against or watched.
Sure.
I don't necessarily know if there's one out there that is like, this is the person I'm dying to meet.
Yeah. For the NFL teams, we already talked about what you said then, but for the NFL fans of the team that you get drafted to or signed to, what should they expect from you?
I think they're going to expect a player that's, going to give it his all and, I'll be a person that you can also that their kids or that they can know that's going to be a role model on the field and a role model off the field, and that's going to do everything in power to help that team win.
Awesome. Jeremy, thanks so much for coming on the show. We can't wait to have you back. We'll be rooting for you at the draft. Best of luck, buddy.
Thank you. You be blessed.
Have a good one.
Bye.
That was Jeremy Bell out of the University of Charleston. We'll be rooting for him. What a great guy. Super exciting for him. Cornerback. I think he's one of the first cornerbacks we've ever had on the show. And he was great. So we'll be rooting for him. Don't forget to check out Mock Draft Mondays. Start next Monday. You might see his name on the list. You might not. But awesome guy. Stay tuned for more.